Oh, I'm live. This is the first time I've ever gone live on um, YouTube, which is pretty cool. The camera is actually backwards. That's going to drive me nuts. Let's see here. I don't think there is a way of switching it. Anyway, I want to hop on here and talk about how, first of all, I've been in the clinical. Let me give you a backstory. So I have my bachelor's degree in medical technology with a minor in chemistry, and I have a master's degree in biology. I worked in the laboratory space for over um, a decade, and then I was able to transition into the clinical research space in 2021. That's where they were hiring like crazy due to COVID, and almost anybody could get into the industry. Right now is very difficult, and the job market is very, very tough. So, as I said, I've been in the industry for since 2021, over 4 years, and within that time frame, I have created a business called Clinical Science Research Solutions. And I originally started off with a 6-month program and mentorship program for individuals trying to transition over into this space, and that didn't really take off. So I began to really start networking on LinkedIn. I'm trying to make myself visible on LinkedIn. And it got to the point to where I was able to land, guest speaking engagements, opportunities. For the first one was the SOS conference in Tucson, Arizona of last year. And then I was invited to be a guest speaker for Walden University. That was last year, October 2024. And then this year, I was a guest speaker again at the SOS conference in 2025 of March, just a few months ago. But back to my business. So I created Clinical Science Research Solutions in 2023. Again, I've been building my business, building my brand, trying to figure out like who is my audience, who can I cater to, and it took a while for it to click in my mind. And I don't know why. It just is. It's just one of those things. So eventually, I was able to identify my avatar. My avatar was me. So in this particular industry, there's really no clear-cut way of getting to like a CRC, CRA, clinical trial manager, project manager role, not necessarily, not a formal education. They've got some education out there, but for me, it wasn't formal enough. So I'm working on creating like my CRC, CRA, and principal investigators course right now. And then in the meantime, I'm creating like mini mentorships programs for individuals to see how I operate and see how I'm able to get them the results that they need. Now, I don't guarantee like, oh, you're going to get this job. But what I guarantee is that I can give you the tools and the resources that you need to get you set and ready to go. That brings me to the point of me deciding up on creating this mentorship, spring into action, spring forward, something like that. Back in April, it was a 4-week mentorship. I launched it, and I ended up getting my first client. And I will tell you guys, you can still make money in this market. You just have to find out, and I know it's cliche, you have to find out who your niche is, who your audience is. A lot of times it's you. So once you've gotten into the space where you're in, what did you, there are some things you wish you would have had to help you transition over better, smoother, seamlessly. And so that's how I created my avatar, my brand. That's the way I'm branding myself. Again, I live in a research naive area, so it is more difficult. I hope I was doing all this talking, and I hope I was saying something you could hear me. So essentially, the way I was able to make the $1,800 within 4 weeks. It may not seem like a lot, but you have to start somewhere. And please don't allow people to tell you that $1,800 is nothing, because that can be your grocery bill, car note, maybe your mortgage, maybe getting your hair and nails done, or going out for dinner, or paying a light bill, something or another. There is still something in this climate market that you're able to take that money and make use of it. Again, so I have my own business, and the way I identified myself, right? I'm the avatar. I'm the individual that says, hey, I need help getting into this industry, or I need help elevating in this industry. You have to put yourself out there. And I did this all on LinkedIn. Everything came up from LinkedIn. I did this by being authentically me, identifying the pain points of my audience, identifying the pain points that I had as I was transitioning into this industry and actually transitioning into higher level roles, right? So that's how I was able to build this mentorship. And then also my mentorship is tailored based. So say for instance, if you're wanting to become a CRC, well, we will create your resume based upon the transferable skills that you have to become a CRC. And another thing that I did with my program is it's not a cookie cutter program. That's another thing that you need to realize whenever you get ready to make your offer. Make sure that it's unique to you, that no one else is doing it, or if they are, what elements in your program is going to make it unique, is going to make it stand out, right? So that's how I was able to land my clients, because my programs they're unique in a way that whenever you get ready to, I have guest speakers coming in, speaking to my clients. Again, if they're wanting to be a CRC, I have a CRC coming into this to mentor them. We do live resume audits and live LinkedIn audits, and let's see here, mock interviews. And then with this mentorship program that I have coming up, the Sip, Learn, and Rise program, I'm throwing in the mental aspect of it. I'm having Dr. Katrina come in that deals with the mental space, because I'm throwing in like the mental part of it, because if we're not mentally healthy, we're not going to be our best productive selves. So that's another way I have catered to my audience. That's another way that my program is different from everybody else's, because I'm I'm adding in the layer, the mental health space layer. So my clients will actually receive mental health counseling as well as you're navigating through this hard market, because mentally it's taxing, mentally it's draining. Some people are on the verge of committing suicide. Some people are on the verge, have lost their homes. Some people are just feeling hopeless. So adding in the mental part, the aspect of it is huge, 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 right? So I'm saying all this to say that you can create something unique to you, unique to the industry, that's going to help fulfill the need of your people. You have to be willing to serve. So serving means sometimes you have to give up some of your free time. And then whenever people see that you're truly serving, and people see that you are truly putting your authentic self out there, you're telling your story from a place that you are able to resonate with your audience. This is nothing fake, nothing Chat GPT can actually create for you. Then you will be able to, people will gravitate towards you because you are telling a story that they can relate to. You're not lying to them. You're not trying to pull them in with a bunch of false stories. That is how I was able to land make almost $1,800. It's just by telling my story, by letting people know I understand where you're coming from. But my program is going to cut out you making circles, these circles that, spinning your wheels and not getting anywhere. I cut that completely out because I have the connections. I have the experience. I know what it takes to create a business. I know what it creates to create these online programs. And by the way, I'm using Thinkific as the platform. The link will be below. You can sign up for 30 days free and try it out. The Thinkific platform is really awesome. And then also another thing that you can offer to your clients are payment plans, within Thinkific. You can create all kinds of digital products within Think of It. I've got courses that I have created within Think of It. You can create a coaching program, which is what I have. You can do the one-to-one coaching program, or you can create group programs. Looks like I'm freezing up here. You can create group coaching programs. So I have both. But again, all this is done. I've, launched all this on LinkedIn. It has taken some time for me to build up some momentum, but that comes with putting myself out there and literally telling everybody, you don't have to go into a lot of details about your story, but just enough to where they can relate to the human side of you, right? So again, this is not a magic pill. This is not some get rich quick scheme, none of that stuff. But you can get there with a lot of effort. You can get there with a lot of posting. You can get there with a lot of tweaking, and I can help you get that. Now, I want to talk about the mentorship program, the Sip, Learn, and Rise program. We are going to integrate, as I said, some painting. We're going to have, 10-minute girly time once a week. We are going to receive some counseling sessions from Dr. Katrina. I'm going to have guest speakers come in to speak to you about the roles that you are looking to get into, whether it's a CRA, CRC, CTM, even entrepreneurship, site manager. We're going to unfold all those layers and get you ready and prepared to go to the next level. But that's how I was able to secure and make almost $1,800 within the first 4 weeks of me launching 2 programs. Now, you can cap it off to however many clients you want to work with, but just make sure you know your limits. Now, I also work a day job too. So I capped it off right now with 10 students, 10 clients, if you will. What else? Again, you can create anything that you want. You can set the price at anything that you want to set it as. Just make sure you bring whatever value you bring to your program. Make sure you go all in 100%. Don't leave your clients hanging. Make sure that, like this first mentorship program that I had, it was a one-to-one mentorship program. She wanted to go from, she was a medical writer, and we are helping her transition to a CRC. So I brought in a CRC individual that is working the role right now, so she can understand like the day in the life of that individual. And he gave her tips and tricks, and we came up with some interview questions for her to help her be prepared for the role. And then also, we did my own personal instructor and we went over her resume. And also what I did was for each client, the sessions are recorded for their own personal use. I do put certain clips on with their permission, depending on what the clips are, so the audience can see like exactly what you're going to get whenever you work with me, right? So we plan this out like the 3rd week. Let's see here. We brought in the CRC. The 4th week, since she's going to transition over into the CRC role, what we did was I brought in a site manager, which was Dan Safera, so she can understand like what a site manager is actually looking for with somebody that's transitioning from medical writer to a CRC. So it was very personal for her. Again, with the Sip and Learn, it's going to be even more personal in a way. As I said, I'm bringing in a counselor, a therapist, to help us deal with the mental aspect, because we're dealing with so much in these days and times. Again, if you're not mentally ready to you're not going to be able to be yourself, be good to yourself, and even, be good to your family, take care of your family, be your best self as you're working. So all those things I have included in my program. And that's how I was able to secure almost $1,800, because I saw where the need was. You see where the need is and you fill in the gap. And that is how I was able to land, secure the $1,800. And please, you don't go into it, and I've heard this so many times, don't go into it looking for the money. You go into it seeing what the need is. And I have accomplished that. I've narrowed it down to individuals looking to transition into this space. Research naive area, looking to educate individuals in the space. I'm a working mom. I'm a single mom. I still work a day job. I'm still building my business so I can open up my own clinical research site. So that is how I'm able to narrow down the people that I can cater to, my audience. And so you can do the same thing as you're building out your own program, figuring out who you can cater to. Well, you cater to somebody like yourself. You cater to those needs. So anyway, I hope this was clear for you, and I hope I was able to, break it down for you just a little bit better. And if not, if you're looking for more videos like this, comment below, more videos, more tutorials. I'm going to be dropping another program soon for entrepreneurs that are looking to, transition into the entrepreneurial world. And I will be able to teach you like, hey, you can make, $300 here. You can make almost $1,800 here. You can make almost $2,400 there. As you're building up your audience and you're building up your brand and your story, and letting people know that this is what you have to offer. This is how I can solve your pain points. It's all about solving the pain points of your clients, of your avatar. So again, this ends the live. I hope that I was able to teach you a little bit of something, how I secured my $1,800, almost $1,800. And if you are wanting to get into the clinical research space and you need help, click on the link in the comment section and let's get you set up. Now, the mentorship program that I have now, again, right now is $790, but the price will go up after 11:59 p.m. It will double to $1,597. The price point is set, and you can see all the details. We're going to sip, we're going to paint. You bring whatever drink you want to bring. I'm going to have a toolkit for the moms. All kinds of great nuggets will be dumped into you. And I will be nurturing you and loving on you and giving you everything that you need to succeed. And so go ahead, click the link below, DM me, message me, and say you're ready, and let's get started. Let's get started. The mentorship. Let's get you started on making money on the side. So, all right, it won't be an easy journey, but it's a journey and it can be done. Don't let anybody tell you that you are not able to do it, because you can do it. All right, this ends the live stream. I will be coming with more things to talk about, as I said, in the entrepreneurship space, and learning how to monetize in this hard market. All right, in this hard economy. All right, this ends the live video, and I will talk to everybody later. Bye.